Hello and welcome back to Grim Survival's live Survival Sunday episode. I have made it. I'm here. Kinda. I gotta say, I'm kinda sleepy here. Let me turn on this light because, oh, that's too bright. There we go. There. It cuts the shadows down a little bit. Maybe I just keep the hat like this. I don't know. Maybe like this. I don't know. So tonight's topic, I'm going to be talking about how to survive the coming miracle shot, or how to survive not having the coming miracle shot. That's going to be the initial topic of the video, but as these videos go, we definitely know that they never go as planned. So yes, Peggy's in the house, and Peggy, I have the coffee. I really do. There you go. This is the coffee that I was sent. And yeah, I got 4 more bags of it in the mail on Friday, but not that exact one. That's the early bird. That's not my favorite out of the 3 that I've tried, but that's the one I'm working on now because I only work on 1 bag at a time. So yeah, Tracy, hi, and thanks for showing up. Jason in VA, thank you for being here. I see Karen Miner, T.L. Martin, James is me, in case you guys are wondering. So yeah, Leslie is in the house. We got what is that? Mammy's Legacy? I'm sorry if I'm butchering names here. Jillian B. in the house from Scotland. I'm not going to try to do the Scottish accent. I do love Scottish accents, though. Scottish and Australian accents are my favorite ones. They really are. I like them better than the redneck American accent. Like, where you go, howdy, y'all. You know, things like that. Oh, look, Hoodow is in the house. Hoodow. We got some Troll Patrol here. Prepared Texan. Oh, yeah, I used to live in Texas. It wasn't my favorite place to live, to be quite honest with you. It really wasn't. It's just, yeah, traffic, it was really bad in Texas every day. Krista D. from Wisconsin. Linda Lewis from Cleveland, Ohio. I've been to Cleveland so many times. I used to come up from Georgia, driving a semi-truck into Cleveland. And, yeah, I would come up from the south, so I would see, like, because you come off of a pretty tall hill coming into the city, and you see all the lights. I think it's Cleveland. Maybe, yeah, I think that's Cleveland. I don't know. I get the cities in Ohio mixed up because they all start with a C. So not all of them, but, you know, the big ones. Prepper Nerd in the house. If you guys haven't checked out Prepper Nerd, he built this really cool app. He really has. This app allows you to keep inventory control of all of your preps. And it's got printable options on there, so you can print it all out after you put in the information. It's basically a spreadsheet type of deal. It works really well, and I highly recommend you check it out. If you want to, Prepper Nerd, if you want to post a link to that, I will make sure it goes through, or if one of the admins could do that. North Shore Preparedness in the house. Uh-oh, he's a mod now, so we're all in trouble now with North Shore Preparedness being a mod. So you better behave yourself, because he'll get you. He really will. The Truth Warrior, thank you for showing up. Joyce, everybody, I appreciate you guys being here. I'm going to show you something real quick before I get to yakking. It's still holding its seal. Look at that. It's still sealed. I haven't opened it one time. I haven't done anything to it but toss it around my desk like for a couple of weeks now. I just toss it over here, I toss it over there, I toss it this way and that way, and it's still holding its seal. So I'm really impressed by that particular thing. If anybody's interested in that, the link's in the description, grimsurvival.store. So yeah. Did anybody see the t-shirt I made? I made t-shirt, a hoodie, stickers, and now a mug. All the links for that is on the Teespring in the description. If anybody's seen it, let me know what you think about it, because I thought it was funny, and I really like the statement that it gives. And I had made an original version of it, and then I showed it to a couple people, and they said I needed to make the text more bold and lighten the colors and things like that. So I had done that. Look, we got Josh Connor in the house. Look at all the mods. Man, it's just blue in my comments right now. Everybody's blue. Yeah, Troll Patrol in the house. I'm glad you guys like that shirt. Yeah, the t-shirt and the hoodie, I'm going to order the t-shirt for myself because I am going to proudly display that. I don't really care for the pullover hoodies as much as the zip-ups like this one. So, yeah, I'll probably stick with the t-shirt personally. But, yeah, the pullover hoodies, I have a couple of them, but I don't wear them very often just because, yeah. Oh, thank you, Peggy. I like this hat. Homestead Oss got me this hat. They really did. Now, in case you guys are unaware, John from Prepper Nation is going to be here on Tuesday doing his Super Tuesday live right here on Grim Survival. So Prepper Nation is going to be here 9 p.m. Eastern Time right here on the channel, and we're having a hat contest. because apparently he's bought a new hat just for that stream, and we are going to see what he's got. Now, I've heard some ridiculous things about this hat. I think one thing somebody said they were it was a 10-gallon, so I'm really curious about this hat. I have not seen it. I have not, so I'm really curious. It's going to be a lot of fun on Tuesday. It really is. I have no updates whatsoever about the whole false positive situation. I'm going in the morning, first thing in the morning when the company opens, I'm going to sit down in front of them and formally dispute the results and do it again. I am clean. I guarantee you I'm clean. I will take a hair test right now if you can find any up here that you can take enough of off, but I will do it myself if I have to. Hair tests run around $200, so I mean, this is my livelihood and my job, so I have no other choice. If they're not willing to retest me, I have no other choice but to go get the hair test and then take it to legal proceedings if that's what it comes to. So I'm hoping very much that doesn't happen. The Truth Warrior, I was drug tested for my job, and they said it came back positive for marijuana in my system, which is completely not possible. So as I said in that false positive video, ibuprofen can cause a false positive for cannabinoids in your system, and I took ibuprofen, about 400 milligrams of it, the night before the drug test, and that's the only logical explanation I can personally think of how that happened. I've heard so many comments, had so many comments on the video, and done so much research that cross-contamination happens. The false positives happen quite regularly with these types of places by doing the urine analysis tests, and I want to take it again. I want to take it. Nope, I don't. I mean, the biggest drug I do is right here. This is coffee, and I'll show it to you if you need to see it. But yeah, caffeine could be considered a drug. But yeah, it really was. It's really insane. So I am currently laid off of my job because of this. I worked 3 days, and then I got that text from the guy in the office, and I've been going back and forth a little bit with him on Friday. And I'm going to, I personally called the testing facility, and they are refusing to even show me my results, saying that I have to deal with the company who paid for it. But according to law, those are my medical records, and how can they deny me access to my own medical records? I don't see how that's even possible. But I'm trying to get the results also from the trucking company, and I'm going to deal with that tomorrow morning as well. So that's going to be fun. Hopefully it all works out. They'll just let me retest, and everything will go back to the way it should be. And obviously I'm not going to be working it all next week because the test results will take a while, and with the holiday coming up, it's going to take even longer. So yeah. The Moonlight, I don't remember. It comes from this place. Joyce, who said that? Truth Warrior? Yeah, Truth Warrior, sorry. Truth Warrior, this is where it came from. This is the company that made it, and it's Moon something or another. It's under one of their dark roast, I think, but you can definitely find it on their website. And yeah, it's the best coffee I've ever had. It's awesome coffee. I just poured this cup less than 5 minutes ago. I brewed it probably about 30 minutes ago, and I forgot I had done it, so it's really strong. If you've ever used a French press, the longer you let it steep, the stronger it gets. So that's the way I like my coffee. And there ain't nothing in here but coffee. It's just black coffee. Colorado Prepper Pack Rat in the house. Howdy. So all right, so I have a few questions for all of you guys, and I'm going to give a couple of statements here is about this miracle shot. So that's the topic tonight. We're going to talk about the miracle shot and how to survive that, how to survive not having it. Now, according to what I've been told and what I've read, there is a law on the books. It was from the polio vaccine, from whenever that was, and the law states that according for national safety, they can force you to take the shot legally. Force you. So how do we avoid that is the biggest question I'm going to have. Hey, look at that. I got a super chat from Prepper Nerd. Appreciate you, Grim. Praying for your job, brother. Thank you very much. I appreciate the super chat and the prayers. I think I appreciate the prayers more than the super chat, but I definitely appreciate both. I really do. So yeah, how are we going to survive this? How are we going to get out of taking this shot if they come door to door and start giving it to us? Because my idea, first off, is just to hide. Just to hide. Huda, you think my coffee has... I mean, these are coffee beans. This is actually whole bean coffee. There's... Yeah, I'm not going to dump it out and show you, but this is whole bean coffee, so I don't see how they could possibly have anything added to it. I don't think so. I did try some new shampoo recently called Simfort, It's supposed to regrow hair because I don't have that much. So yeah, Simfort. I've been trying that out, and I cannot find the ingredients of that. But since the test came back positive, I actually stopped using that also. I went through everything in my house. I went through the ingredients of pretty much everything, and the only thing I came up with was the ibuprofen, saying that that can cause a false positive for marijuana in a urine test. So yeah, who knew ibuprofen was so bad for you? Yeah, I kind of knew ibuprofen was so bad for you. I don't take it very often, but I had a really bad headache the night before that drug test, and yeah, I took a couple of those ibuprofen. So that's my only explanation personally. Because yeah, I'll take a hair test right now. I will. I don't hair test. I looked it up. It goes back 3 months. 3 months of anything in your system. I've had it done before. They snip a little bit of your hair. They send it out to a lab, and yeah, I don't know how it works, but hair test is supposedly the best test you can get, supposedly. I got another super chat from Prepared Texan. I will not comply. Thank you for that, and thank you for not complying, because I won't comply. I won't. They're going to have to hold me down kicking and screaming after they've disarmed me, and probably put a couple in my leg to get me to sit still, and then probably knock me out on top of that to get that needle in my arm, because I'm not going to go down quietly. So I was talking to somebody about that particular situation, and I was saying, well, what if they stop you from going to work if you don't take it? And their reply was, well, I have to go to work, so I would have to take it. You cannot fight them off as an individual. And that brought up a very good point. You can't fight them off as an individual. So as a group, as a nation, as a people, we all will have to come together to stop this. Roseanne, poppy seed muffins will do it too. Yep, yeah, poppy seeds will, but I don't eat poppy seeds. I don't have anything with poppy seeds in it. I checked. I can't remember eating anything with poppy seeds, so yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the ibuprofen. It had to have been. That's the only explanation I can come up with. Like I said, I went through everything in my house. I went through every ingredients of everything I have. I did, and yeah, I can't find any other thing that it could possibly be other than the ingredients of that shampoo I was trying out. I did order some all-natural soap, and I actually used it today, so that's probably bad. I ordered some all-natural soap from a farm, and I read the ingredients. It's made with goat's milk and lavender. And there's only a couple other ingredients, but they're all natural, so I can't possibly see that the natural soap caused it either. But I was told by some experts that actually run some of these places that do the test that make sure you list everything that you've taken. So when I go to retest, no matter if I do it myself or with the company, I will write down ibuprofen, I'll write down natural organic soap, I'll put the organic coffee on there, or I don't know if it's organic, but I'll put the coffee on there. I'll put the shampoo. I'm going to write down everything I've put in my system for the last month, just in case. So that's, yeah. So poppy seeds you get at the store aren't the same as those used to grow poppies for apparently bad drugs. I'm not going to mention the names of those because it'll probably get this video demonetized. So yeah, I'm not going to say it, but yeah, I get the meaning. Oh yeah, North Shore Preparedness. Thanks for that. The thumbs up, guys. I want to tell you the highest thumbs up I've gotten in any video was the live stream with Alaska Prepper, and I was up to 485 likes on that particular video. I've never seen it go that high in any video ever. So that was awesome to see. That was definitely awesome to see. So surviving the shot. My first thought is to hide. When they come around trying to give the shot, unless you have a large group of people that are just going to say no, and those people are prepared to do whatever it takes to say no, if you know what I mean. Yeah, any other course of action would probably be very harmful to you. So how are we going to avoid this? Because there are laws on the books saying they can legally force us to take it. And they can legally, they're talking about doing wristbands that say that, comply, that you have that shot in you, and that's what you're going to be able to use that wristband to get into the stores and to go to work and various other things. So basically the mark of the beast is how I'm looking at that. So yeah, that's how I look at it. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's going along the same premise as what I think. So yeah, remember, take everything I say with a grain of salt. Look it up yourself. Do your own research. Definitely. Truth Warrior, I've never knew that ibuprofen caused false positives. Yeah, I didn't either. Poppy seeds cause false positives. Yep, they do. But ibuprofen, I looked it up through, and I posted the link in that video. It was either the first or second video where it says false positive and false positive update. One of those two videos has the link for where I found that, or I showed the page. It came from the uspharmacy.com or something like that, where it does say that it's common for ibuprofen to cause false positive if you have, I think it was up to 400 or 500 milligrams in your system. So I had at least 400 milligrams in my system at the time of the drug test. So, yay. And it's definitely caused a big headache for me because I was just getting into my job. Like I said, I'd worked 3 days. I was happy working there. I'm as happy as you can be when you're working for a company that, makes them rich and makes you not as rich. So, that's how life works. But yeah, it's really, really odd. And I got these from, I got these from Costco. And all it says is active ingredients, ibuprofen USP, and it's listed as NSAID. And NSAIDs, no matter what they are, according to what I read, can cause the false positives. So, yeah, that's probably where it came from. Unfortunately, if I had known that, I would have never taken the stuff. I would have went and found some Tylenol or something like that, because they said Tylenol won't do that. So. Or natural remedies. Natural remedies are definitely the best way to go. I need to restock my supply of natural things. I know for a fact that stinging nettle is a great pain reliever. There's also several other ones, and I just need to, go pick up some of that and get rid of this stuff, because this is not good for you anyway. But, yeah, it'll be a good barter item. That would be a very good barter item to have in a SHTF or prolonged grid down type situation. So I would definitely keep them around. Maybe I'll throw them in one of these vacuum seal bags. Yeah, maybe I'll throw it in one of those. Make sure it stays for a long time. I don't know. Stinging nettle tea is really good. Yeah, I've had stinging nettle tea a few times for toothaches. It actually worked really well. So coconut oil works really well for toothaches also. Excuse me. So I know coconut oil has antibacterial properties in it, and I have a big tub of it I gotten from, I think, Walmart, and I had been using it as toothpaste for about the last I just seen that. Yeah, there he is. There's John from Prepper Nation. He's in there. He's coming for me. He's coming for the hat challenge. He's even hashtagged the hat challenge. So I gotta tell you, John, I got more than one hat. I do. I got my old hat. I got, everybody sees this hat. They've seen this hat before. This is my light hat. Yeah, I got that one. I got, a couple. I got another hat that looks somewhat similar to this. It wasn't mine. It actually belonged to my father. I got some hats, John. So you bring that hat on. We're going to see. I've heard it's a 10-gallon hat. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't put it past him to get a 10-gallon hat. So that's going to be fun. It really is. I got the troll patrol in the house. That's awesome. Anyway, I was talking about, for everyone who just showed up, how we're surviving the upcoming forced vaccinations. I guess, could I say that word? I don't know. Oh, well, I said it anyway. So the upcoming forced miracle shot. How are we going to prevent this from happening to us? Because as I said earlier in the video, there is a law in the books saying they can do that to us forcefully. There is a law. It was back from the polio vaccine. So how are we going to prevent this from happening to us? My first thoughts on it are to just bug out. Take your family and go. Just go. Come back after they're done. But now they're talking about tagging you with wristbands and all this other stuff to keep it in there. But yeah, see, there was even though the 14th Amendment, I agree completely, because if it's not in the Constitution, it's not legal in my opinion. But there was a lawsuit from somebody who tried to deny the polio vaccine back in the day, and they ruled against him and forced him to take it. So therefore, they can force us all to take it. And of course, like I always say, they have more than we do. They have more personnel. Exactly. Sam Colt Amendment. Yep, exactly. But unless you have a large group of people ready to stand up and ready to do whatever it takes, you're not going to be able to fight it as an individual. Individuals is what they're going to do. They're going to separate everybody. They've already done their divide and conquer with all this left wing, right wing, all that BS, and then they're going to now just pick us off one at a time with their needles. That's their goals. That's their goals. They've outright said the goal. Biden himself has said that. coming in February. Coming in February to a town near you. It's going to be crazy. It really is. They could outright start a war with this. They could outright start a war, and you know that's what they want. They want the war. They want it. Because then they can lower the population and really disarm everybody. That's what they want, is the war, in my opinion, obviously. Everything I say is my opinion. Don't take it as factual evidence. I have to keep giving that disclaimer. I really do. Coffee. But yeah. Drywall finisher. North Shore, are you a drywall finisher? Because I used to do a lot of drywall hanging in my youth. In my youth, I should say. Yeah, back when I was prior to 18, actually, I was a drywall hanger with a family member. And yeah, I did a lot of construction. Lots of construction. I remodeled houses. I'll tell you a quick story. I was in a house with the guy I was working for. He was under this rotten sink. It was rotted out, completely gone. And he had a torch. It's one of those acetylene torches, and he was under there soldering some old metal pipes back together, and he was dripping that solder on that rotten wood. And I said, "You're gonna burn this house down, you keep doing that." And you know, I made a joke that same day, because we were cleaning out that old rental house, and I found like a bottle of what was it, lighter fluid, grill lighter fluid, and I said, "We should just torch this place so we don't have to clean it out." And we left to go to the dump, came back, and the house was up in flames. Now, you know, it came to me later in life that I think he done that on purpose for insurance claims, because the guy he worked for was kind of a shady individual. But you know, I don't know for a fact, but yeah, it was definitely you know, I stayed very far away from the fire department that day. I didn't answer any questions. I didn't say anything. Nope, wasn't me. Don't know what happened. I wasn't here. I came in later. Yeah. So it was an interesting situation. The unfortunate part is after the house caught fire and they put it out, I still had to go in there and clean it out. We had to get all the burnt wood out of there. We had to replace all the walls. We had to replace everything. It was a mess. Yeah, I stayed in work for several months on that one without a break. We were working 5, 6, 7 days in a row. It was insane. Yes, drink more coffee. I agree. I gotta say, it's been a long day. I'm gonna give you guys a little hint or a little secret that I've kept to myself. I recorded it earlier today. It's not gonna come out tomorrow. It's actually gonna be Tuesday morning when you see this video that I have recorded, but it's going to be one of those "you might be a prepper" videos, and I have recorded it, and I've still been editing it here and there, and it will be up Tuesday morning. So stay tuned for that. I will also put it in a playlist so you can see the previous 2 of those installments that I had done. So definitely stay tuned. I found it funny, and yeah, I found it funny. I really did. Viking beard. People do need to get more serious. People need to harden up. They really do, because a lot of people are just soft. They don't have any will to stand up for their rights anymore. They're just, whatever. If it doesn't affect me and my house, we'll just go along with whatever they say. Then that's the wrong mindset. That's the worst tactic. That's wrong. And people just need a good kick in the you-know-what to get them moving, because, yeah, it's crazy, the compliance. The compliance is insane. It really is by design, and I completely agree with you. Prepper Nation, I agree. It's what they put in the food it's proven facts. What they put in the food makes people docile. It lowers your testosterone as a man. It really does. I can show you the evidence if you don't believe me. It really does. So it started with the food, and then it's the indoctrination centers that are also called schools that have been beating it into children's head for the past 30, 40 years. Probably at least 30 years. And yeah, they've done it to us on purpose. The divide and conquer. It's all part of the plan. It's all part of the new world order and the one world government that they're planning. It really is. So we have to take a stand. As a people, we have to take a stand. The more I say this, the more I think somebody's going to come kick in my door and drag me out of here. But I'm going to keep saying it anyway. Hopefully I'm live when they kick in my door and drag me out of here so you guys can see it. Maybe somebody will try to save me. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, every time I say, I just think of all the the great people that were in history that took a stand and stood up for them, for the rights of the people, and stood up for the rights of, you know, the individuals around them, all the great people that then either mysteriously vanished or mysteriously died or got some kind of illness and passed away soon after. I mean, there's so many of them. If you look through history, there's so many of these people. Just a few that come off the top of my head would be Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, people like this. I mean, yeah, really. So anytime somebody has the ability to move the masses, something happens to that individual. Anytime. And they don't want you to be moving the masses. They really don't. So, yep. Yeah, Braveheart. That movie does come to mind. And the actual character of William Wallace comes to mind. That is a good point. That is a very good point. Because he was one of those people that stood up for the freedom of his country and then was executed for it by his own king, if the movie was correctly. I remember the movie more than the history, to be honest with you. All right. For those with allergies, there's a method of a series of injections to prepare a person to be less risk from a vax. Yeah, I agree with that. There are ways to make yourself at less risk for all kinds of illnesses. I used to follow a channel, I'm trying to remember the name of it. It was a survival school out of Arkansas, and what they would do is they would drink out of the river near them, just straight drink the water, little tiny bits at a time, and they would get ill from doing it. They'd get sick, but the more they did it and the more they let the illness just run its course, the more immune they got to whatever they were drinking in that water, and now they can just drink water out of the river. So it's very well possible to make yourself immune to these things, but it's a time-consuming process, and it will be painful. So yeah. Prepper Nation, we still have kings, lords, and what's a serf? I don't know. Presidents, governors, and citizens. Yeah, we will still have it. Yeah. It's bad. It really is bad. You know, it really is looking like, with the new administration that's trying to get into power, I'm not saying he will, but it does look to me like a dictatorship more than anything else. To me. That's my opinion. So, what are we going to do about it? What can we do about it? And we have, you know, several thousand people willing to do things about it, but several thousand isn't enough. We need several million people willing to stand up for our rights, and we need it organized and people to come together. We're scattered so much throughout the nation. I mean, we have to set a rally point, is my thoughts on that. There has to be some kind of rally point and a time to show up, because I will be there. You will see me in this hat. I will be there. I will be wearing this hat. Hopefully by then I'll have some body armor to come along with it. I do not currently have a plate carrier or any type of body armor. It's something I've been trying to get for years, but you know, something always comes up and then I can't afford to get it. So yeah, one day I will have some body armor. I really will. Maybe tax time I'll go buy some body armor, because I'm thinking the more I say things like this on YouTube, the more likely I am to need body armor. So yeah. My subscriber count keeps going up and down for the last 2 days. It was up at 1850 something yesterday, went down to 1840 something, then went back up to 1850, now it's back down to 1840. I mean, it's like this all day long for the last 2 days. It's got to be YouTube playing with me. It's the only thing I can think of. I really wanted to hit that 2,000 mark, not for any particular reason, just to see the number, but yeah, well, I'm going to get there eventually, I hope. I think 10,000 is when you really start seeing a big change in your channel, when you hit that 10,000 subscriber mark. That's what I've been told anyway by certain people. So we'll talk about that on Tuesday. Me and John will go back and forth on the advice for how to grow a channel as fast as he did, because man, that one shot up, didn't it? Yep, 1K, 10K, and 100K. So 10K is when you hit the next big milestone. That's when a lot of extra things on YouTube unlock for you. Like you can put your Teespring shirts right display on there and see all that stuff. Yeah. Prepper Tribe, I've been deleted from channels. I got erased from Prepper Nurse 1 twice, had to resub. Yeah, I've had the same problem. I've heard of people having the same problem here on my channel already too. And that is concerning, but is to be expected with the amount of censorship they're pushing on us. And yeah, they will censor you like you won't to believe. Just look at Prepper Nurse 1. Every time he tries to go live, he starts buffering. I seen one night he did 7 different takes trying to get a live stream to run properly, and he says it's not on his end. I'd like to, you know, go do some tech support on his stuff just to make sure it's not on his end, because wow. Pam Dixon, thank you. Thank you very much. I knew somebody had ordered it. You're the first person that's actually ordered my hoodie. Did you get the zip-up or the pullover one? Because this is the zip-up one, and I know I got 2 of them. This says Grim Survival right there. And even on the pullover, I just put the Grim Survival just a little bit on the side. I don't really care to have it huge on the thing. I did put the I will not comply one huge all over the thing, because that one needs to be displayed big and bold. But Pam, thank you very much. You know, that made me happy. I seen that you were my first person that's ever bought my hoodie, so thank you. Yeah, I actually logged into my Teespring last night and noticed that. I was like, wow. And it was, yeah, several days ago, so they didn't even notify me. They never even told me. So thanks, Teespring. Good work, Teespring. You guys are awesome. But yeah, once you get over 100,000 subscribers, John, once you get over 100,000 subscribers, there is a place called Bunker Branding, where you can get all of your logos and all of your merchandise on there. And I would highly recommend it. Bunker Branding is actually owned by the channel Demolition Ranch. The guy who runs Demolition Ranch actually owns Bunker Branding. And you can find people on there like Joe Robinette is on Bunker Branding and things like that. So, yeah, once you hit that 100,000 mark there, John, definitely head on over to Bunker Branding, because that's where I'll be when I get there, because I'm right behind you, right? I'm catching up. It's going to be the hat that wins me more subscribers. See, once you put on that hat tomorrow and they see my hat, they're all going to flock over here. That's what's going to happen. Or not tomorrow, it's Monday, but you know what I mean. So, yeah, it's got to be that. And Homestead Oss is in the house. Yep. Good morning. Good morning. No, it's evening. It's evening in the United States. It is the hat. It really is. The hat has made such a big difference in my channel. So thank you, Homestead Oss. They are the ones who got me this hat. It was a gift from Homestead Oss. If you haven't checked out their channel, please do so. Feel free to post your link in the description or in the chat here. You are a mod, so you can definitely post your own link. I am actually from Indiana. I am living in Indiana and from Indiana. I was born on the east side of Indianapolis at Community East Hospital at like 6-something in the morning, December 10th, 1981. So that was a lot more information than you asked for, but there it is anyway. Yep, Tuesday we are going to go off limits with the questions. Anything is acceptable. I don't care if we demonetize that video. Anything is acceptable. We'll talk about anything. You want to talk about the rash that's on your backside? We will talk about anything on Tuesday. So it's going to be really interesting. It really is. Now, we've got to see if we can top our likes on Tuesday, or my likes on Tuesday. The highest likes I've ever gotten on a video was that live stream with Alaska Prepper, and it's up to 485. So we got to top that on Tuesday. Now, if we can do that, then yeah, that's going to impress me quite a bit right there. All right, Dave's going to get plastered before he shows up on Tuesday. We're going to have some really good, I mean, you got to still keep it within the boundaries of the channel, because those moderators will get you. So you got to watch out for the moderators. Uh-oh, they're going to start playing drinking games with us now, John. This is going to be fun. Nope, there are no chemicals in the hat that make me have the accent. I cannot do the accent. I wish I could. I mean, I could try it if you really want to, but I don't know. It's going to have to, yeah, somebody's going to have to give me some motivation to try the Australian accent. I don't think I can just pull it off at will. I mean, yeah, no. No. You're going to have to convince me. You want my hat? No, you can't have my hat. It wouldn't even fit your head. I got a little head. And it's fitted just for me. So, you guys really going to make me try that accent? Please don't make me try that accent. Yeah, Alaska Prepper's now trying to make me do the accent. Alaska Prepper, I'll make you a deal. The next time you go live, if you wear this hat for at least 10 minutes, or your hat for at least 10 minutes, I will try the Australian accent. I will try it. But only if Alaska Prepper agrees for a 10-minute show of that hat. That's my stipulation right there. Can we get him to do it? 10 minutes of his hat for me to try this accent. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say, Hoodow. That's the only thing I know, because I watched enough of Crocodile Dundee to know that. I watched enough of Homestead Oz to know that, too. But his head gets too hot. Yeah, you got to shave your head first. If you shave your head, then your head won't get hot when you're wearing the hat. I'll make you a deal. If you put the hat on Victor and make him wear it for 10 minutes, it's the same thing. I'll try the accent then, too. I really will. Put the hat on Victor for 10 minutes. Strap it on him, though. You got to use that little strap and make sure it stays there. That would be awesome. A super chat marathon. You guys are going to bribe me to do an Australian accent? I'm going to get bribed too. Oh, now Homestead also will be back in 10. We got to wait 10 minutes for it now. Wow, they could replay it. But yeah, I don't know. You're going to bribe me to do the Australian accent. We were supposed to be talking about survival, not about accents in my hat. How did we get to this? Is what I said in the beginning of the video. We're supposed to be talking about how to survive a certain thing, and then all of a sudden we're trying to get me to do Australian accents on video. You're trying to get my cheeks to turn a little red here, aren't you? That's what you're trying to do. See, are they turning red yet? The light's kind of glaring off of me. So, yeah, no Speedos. Please, no Speedos. Don't do. I don't even. No, not happening. Not going there. I have never eaten snake, but you could prepare it just like you prepare anything else. Cook it until it's well done. Make sure it's well done. That's my only advice on eating snake. So, yeah, good luck with that. I'm just going to say good luck with that. I assume you have plenty of snakes in your area to try that out on. I'm not going to touch it. Oh, Alaska Prepper. He started it. Thank you for the super chat, Alaska Prepper. Big brother. I got to start calling you Big Brother because, yeah, that's what he is. Alaska Prepper is my big brother. Do you see the resemblance? You do? It's right here. Yeah, look, I got some resemblance right there. Right there. I'm being bribed to do an Australian accent. All right. Let me see if I can do it. Yeah. I gotta have some coffee first. Yeah, I'm not eating a snake either. All right, here it goes. Let me see. Grim got the Scooby-Doo growing. Yeah, I got the Scooby-Doo growing. It's Shaggy. John, it's Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Shaggy's got that going on. I used to have it a little bit longer right there. So, yeah, Shaggy. That's who you're referring to. I used to watch Scooby-Doo as a kid. I'm not talking about new Scooby-Doo. I'm talking about old 70s Scooby-Doo. It was my favorite show as a little kid. I think I still have it, an old Scooby-Doo stuffed animal that was restuffed several times from holes in it. But I still have it from a kid somewhere in a box, I believe. No, Shaggy probably wear the hat nowadays. All right, let's see if I can do this. Good day, mate. That's about as much as I got. Did it work? Alaska Prepper bribed me for that, so there you had it. That's all you get, though. Awesome. Amazing. It's not amazing. It's not amazing. I don't do very good impressions. There are a couple of them I could probably do, but I'm not going to tell you about them, so no thank you. Well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. Yeah. The things I do for views, really. The things I do for views over here on Grim Survival. We're going to have to get Homestead Oz to replay the video now. The Ice Bucket Challenge? I don't think so. I never did the Ice Bucket Challenge. I remember seeing the Ice Bucket Challenge. What was that for anyway? I don't remember what it was for. The Ice Bucket Challenge with all these celebrities dumping ice cold water on their head. That was ridiculous, but ALS... yeah, that's a good thing to do the Ice Bucket Challenge for, I suppose. My dad passed away from ALS, so, yeah. Yeah, he passed away from ALS probably about 3 years ago now. Maybe it was 4 years ago. I can't remember right offhand if it was 3 or 4 years ago now. It seems like forever ago at this point. Really does. You want me to rap a Tupac song country style? What are you doing to me, Prepper Tribe? What are you doing to me? You can't do... no, don't say that thing. Don't say things like that. That's... no. Eminem style. Eminem style is country style. He is a little redneck from a trailer park anyway. So... Yeah, it was really tough on my dad to have the ALS. It's also known as Lou Gehrig's disease, and there's two different types of it, actually. One affects your brain, one affects your body more than your brain, and one lasts a lot longer. He was diagnosed with it about a year and a half before he passed away, so yeah, and his progression went completely downhill really quickly, really quickly. He went from, walking and talking to not being able to talk at all, and then he went to not being able to walk at all, and he had trouble eating, and he had a do not resuscitate order, and I knew that, and I had to make that decision in the hospital that night. So that was not fun, but it's okay. I give it to the Father. I let him take care of that, and I am content with his decision and how that worked out for him. So, yeah. Apparently, now I didn't know this before he was diagnosed with it, but apparently my grandfather on his side also died of the same illness. So that was a little concerning to hear that, two generations had gone from the same illness. So I've been looking into ways to prevent that particular illness just in case, and there are, diet, exercise, staying active, things like this. I do a lot of hiking. So keep your muscles up there. Think about lifting weights, but I'm kind of a scrawny guy, so it's kind of hard. So I have heard it's genetic also, but I will leave it up to the Father as well. And no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And I am a firm believer that illness is a weapon formed against us because he didn't give it to us. So it's a weapon formed against us. So I will leave it right there. It's nope, not accepting it. Not accepting it. So, yeah, as I show in pretty much every live stream, that's going to be loud. Maybe not. The scriptures. I have a bookmark. I'm going to show you my bookmark. I got this from a tool I got off of Amazon. And that was a tool for an AR to, it's a castle nut wrench. That's what the tool was. And you get it on Amazon. The funny thing is Amazon won't actually, if you put anything about it, what it's actually for on Amazon, they'll ban it from Amazon. So they put it on there as some ridiculous thing. And the comments in the section are really interesting too. People talking about how well it fits their Alfa Romeos and things like that. It was really interesting. The Songbird trailer is scary. Yeah, I have watched it. I watched the Songbird trailer. I haven't watched the movie, but I watched the trailer, and they're talking about, what is it, COVID-23 or something like that? And I believe it was a mutated strain, and that's what we're headed for as a nation if we don't stand up for it right now and start taking a stand and say no. If we don't do it now, and I mean now, I mean right now, we need to stand up and say no. You have a Second Amendment for a reason. It's to protect you from a tyrannical government. Biden comes to mind. Really does. I've already been demonetized probably, so whatever. My Alaska Prepper live stream, it wasn't demonetized. I thought it was, but they put it as a limited monetization on that. And apparently that means they'll only show ads from people like prepping kind of people. So I keep getting those ads on those particular videos from that food company, that survival food company that's walking out in the woods and finding a random bucket of food out in the woods somewhere, or a tote full of food. I keep seeing those ads on my own videos, so I thought it was funny. But yeah. So we're having an SHTF meeting at John's house. Pinball's going to bring the booze. I got to bring the hat. Alaska Prepper's going to bring the strippers. Really? Alaska Prepper ain't going to bring no strippers. Come on now. I can see this is going to be fun on Tuesday. I hope Alaska Prepper heard that comment. I really do. He's only going to bring Victor. I don't know if we want to see that. I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. He's going to bring Victor, and yeah, we're all in for it. Yeah, I had to approve that comment. Yeah, Zook, yeah, I had to approve that. Voodoo Kitchen Mama in the house. Hello, thank you for coming. We were supposed to be talking about how to survive the upcoming shot. Yeah, there you go. Alaska Prepper's going to bring rice and don't bring rice and beans, man. If I can talk straight, you got to bake us some bread. And I got to show you something. I got to show you. Now that you're here, AP, I got to show you this. My wife cooked 4 loaves of this just a couple of days ago. This is a challah bread recipe. She didn't do the triple braid like traditional challah bread is, but this is challah bread, really is. And this recipe was made with of just regular flour and honey. There is no sugar in this recipe at all. It was made with honey, and I got to tell you, it's some of the best bread I've ever had. And I've been keeping it on my desk as a snack because she has 4 loaves of it. She asked when she was making it, is 4 loaves enough? And everybody was like, no, no. I mean, it was like a sound off from all the kids and me. 4 loaves, definitely not enough. So, yeah, it is very delicious. I am actually broke open one of the she canned what was it, canned jam, strawberry and blueberry jam she had canned, and I broke open one of those for that particular bread. I gotta say, it's really good. I will see if I can get her to share the recipe. She's at work right now, so she works the night shift, so I will see if she was willing to share the recipe, and I will definitely post it somewhere for you guys. Rumble, Alaska Prepper, I heard you were on a Rumble, so I have a question for you. Apparently, myself, Angry Prepper, and several other channels, everybody's seeing duplicates of our channels. They're seeing 2 of everybody. I don't know why. Jola T, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. I like that little bird giving me the thumbs up. I never seen one of those before. Yeah, that's cool. A little bird's giving me the thumbs up. If it was lucky, it's not a chicken. We'd be cooking it. Yep. No buffering, good audio, good video. That's good. I have an external microphone plugged into my Note 10 cell phone. That's what I'm live off of, my Note 10. I have a high-powered computer sitting next to me, but my webcam is kind of cheap and kind of doesn't work all that well. But that's my webcam. It has that little flap there, and it's a Logitech. I don't know. It's a 1080p HD, but usually when I use it, it only does 780p for some odd reason. So, yeah. So I always use my phone for the live streams with that there. So you've not had that problem on Rumble? Just ask a few of your people and make sure you're not having that problem, is what I would say. Because I didn't think I was having that problem until I got a couple of comments about it having the problem. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, see, there, right there. May D says, all the channels I subscribe to on Rumble have 2. It's weird. Now, my thought is how they set it up, because you make an account on Rumble, and then you have to click another button to actually add a channel before you can start uploading videos. I believe that's what I had to do, if I remember correctly, and that's probably what caused it. So I am going to look into it a little more. So, yeah. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind giving me a call or text or email, however, and we will try to fix that. Because it's really weird, and if you can show me how to fix that, I will definitely show everybody else how to fix that, because, yeah, it's really odd. I don't know why. Unlink it from YouTube? That could be the problem. Maybe. I do need to unlink it from YouTube because it was double posting all of my videos, so that's not good. So I will probably unlink it from YouTube anyway. But I know I had double video come up a couple of times from Rumble linking it to YouTube, and I stopped uploading to Rumble for just a little bit. I'll upload the videos a little bit later because, yeah, other issues besides that. But one issue was the duplicate videos. I had to figure. I'm not used to Rumble. I've never used it before, and and I don't read instructions. I just do. So, yeah. Okay, I will unlink it from YouTube probably right after this live stream and see if that fixes the duplicate copy. It doesn't need to be linked anyway. I didn't really see a point to it. I thought it would make my life a little easier. It didn't, so yeah. Oh well. I got a notification. Disabled and Prepping. If you haven't checked out that channel, you should definitely do so. She just posted a video. I got a notification on my phone and on my tablet. I got my tablet sitting here next to me too. All my devices are Samsung, by the way. It's a Samsung tablet. It's a Samsung phone. I like Samsung better than Apple, to be honest with you. Samsung earbuds. These are the ones I record videos with these all the time. I use a recording app on my phone called Filmic Pro. And it's a free app, but I actually paid for it a long time ago. But with Filmic Pro, the app, it actually allows me to use Bluetooth microphones on my phone for recording video. So usually when I record on Filmic Pro, for some reason the camera facing me is a lower quality on that app than the back camera. So I usually record everything in a bit lower quality. I've just been recording everything in 1080p so I can upload it a lot faster to YouTube, because anytime I record anything in 4K, it takes like 8 hours to get it to upload. But if I record it in 1080p, it uploads in like an hour. So I have been recording in lower quality lately just because of that. I haven't really noticed much of a difference in the recording between the 1080p and the 4K. But any of my hiking, walking, or camping videos will still be in the 4K mode, definitely. Because I let those things upload anyway, so. Yep. Thank you, North Shore Preparedness. I appreciate you posting that link. Prepper Nerd, post your link. I don't know if you did not. Post the link to your app if you're willing to share it right now, because it is a good app. I definitely recommend it. Definitely recommend it because it has the printing option. Because like I always say, eventually electronics are going to fail. If it doesn't fail like all across the nation, your personal electronics are going to fail. They will, because the batteries in these things have a shelf life. They really do. The cell phones have a shelf life, and it's not a very long shelf life, believe it or not. Definitely check out Disabled and Prepping. Check out Homestead, Oss, Domestic Gangster, Pinball Preparedness, Alaska Prepper, Prepper Nurse 1, Prepper Nation. You wouldn't believe how many channels I'm subscribed to. I was looking at it. It's close to 100 channels just on this one. And my main account that I watch YouTube off of, or used to watch YouTube also off of, has about 200 subscriptions, and they're mostly prepping and survival channels. So yeah. Has anybody seen Kent Survival? K-E-N-T Survival. The guy goes out into the woods and cooks these elaborate meals that you just wouldn't believe. It's just really, really odd. Hoot Owl, what are you doing, man? Why you gotta throw me under the bus like that? Hoot Owl's always throwing me under the bus, man. I like that saying. I don't know where that. Yeah, now they're gonna. Yeah, well, at least I'll get more views, right? Hoot Owl, you're so mean to me. You really are. Good question, Jacob. Did I miss a question? Oh, there it is. Jacob A., what is your favorite SHTF way to start a fire? My favorite way to start a fire is with a Bic lighter. A Bic lighter and what is it? I keep a huge bag of fat wood. You can find huge bags of fat wood at my local hardware store, sells them as a fire starter. I actually found them at Kroger and a couple other local grocery stores. I don't know if Walmart carries them, but yeah, the easiest way is best if it's an SHTF or a survival situation. You want to go with the easiest way possible, and I always have a Bic lighter on me. I always do. I forgot to yank the thing off of there because I always take these. Here, I'll do it right now. I always take these stupid little child-proof things off of there. This is my Leatherman. My Leatherman has this little thing here. It's not the screwdriver because I have a flathead screwdriver on this too. So this is just like a little pry tool. And basically, you get it up under there on your Bic lighter, and then you shoot it across the room that you are sitting in. I hope you can see what I'm doing there. There we go. Trying to get that thing off there. Let me try this side. Maybe a little easier. It went that way after it bounced off that wall. But there it is, the Bic lighter. My second favorite way is also still with the fat wood. Natural fat wood is the best way to go, but you can buy fat wood as well. And if you take your knife and make feather sticks out of it, basically you make really thin shavings. You can take a ferro rod, hit a spark with it, and that stuff will go up like you wouldn't believe. So fat wood is definitely my recommended way to go. My second recommended way to go is going to be cotton balls soaked in Vaseline. Cotton balls soaked in Vaseline also works really well with one of these, but also works really well with a ferro rod. Char cloth is also a good one. Char cloth. I did make some char cloth in a video, but it didn't come out that well because apparently the cloth I was using had some polyester in it that I was unaware of, so I got to make some more char cloth. I really do. Char cloth is definitely a way to go if you have, you know, something. A ferro rod works, but if you have something a little more old-fashioned, this is some fat wood right here. A candle is an excellent way for a fire starter if you have a lighter and you can light the candle. This is my flint and steel. This is actually a piece of flint, and this is actually a steel. And yeah, it makes sparks. So, yeah, that's probably loud. But I keep some fat wood in that little kit that's on my desk. I don't really keep this one in my bags or anything because I don't need to. I have a better kit. But my third... Yeah, let's see. My first is the fat wood. Second's going to be the cotton balls, and the second's the cotton balls because of how cheap it is. It's cotton balls with Vaseline or oh, what is it? Petroleum jelly is what it is. You can find petroleum jelly anywhere. It doesn't necessarily have to be the brand of Vaseline. But my third way to start a fire is this. And this is a wet fire tablet. It smells really bad like chemicals when you light it. You can just open this up and pull out the little tablet. You can hit it with a spark, it'll light. You can touch it with a lighter, it'll light. If you're in a really desperate situation, you light the plastic on the side, it'll light, it'll burn. Dee Dee's, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, look at that. I got super chats today. I've hit it big when I got the super chats. Trying to bribe me. That Alaska Prepper bribing me to do accents. That's funny though. So yeah, I have lots of fire starters. I have flint and steel. I have ferro rods laying all over the place. I actually had bought a 14 pack of Bic lighters recently. I used to have a link for it on my Amazon page, but my Amazon page was having issues. I had to remake my Amazon page. And I do have a couple of ferro rods and things like that on my store. I'm going to see if I can find some fat wood to put on my store too, because my store is survival oriented. It's more survival than prepping. Although this thing's on there. I really am impressed with these bags. I can't believe it's holding the seal, because it's kind of like a Ziploc on one of your standard vacuum seal bags, and it has this little air valve and that little plastic pump that my keys are laying on now. He called me a cheap date. He did? Oh, I gotta scroll up. Where did you call me a cheap date? Anyway, I wouldn't put it past him. That's the way brothers are, right? Alaska Prepper is my big brother, and he would say something like that. So mean to me. I'm gonna get offended. I'm gonna get offended, and then what is it? Go postal or no, triggered. I'm gonna get triggered. Has anybody here ever gotten triggered? Because I don't even know how to get triggered. Somebody trigger me. I want to see if it's even possible. I don't even know how. I don't know. So yeah. Big brother's watching me always. I got to call you on that, Homestead Oz. He doesn't watch all of my videos. He said so. So he's not always watching me. I watch most of his, but I don't catch every one of his videos. I really don't. I tried to, but I really just don't have time sometimes. Well, I guess I'll have more time this week this week I'm definitely off. Hopefully I can get that job back, because that was really ridiculous having that false positive. And if they won't at least give me a chance to prove that it was a false positive, then I don't know if it's a company I'd really want to work for anyway. So, yeah. Nisi Tribe, hello. Thank you for joining us. We are talking about the most random stuff on this video tonight. Man, it's the most random video I think I have ever had. Not so remote Alaska. Hello from Alaska. What part of Alaska are you in that's not so remote? Probably the Anchorage area, maybe Juneau area, somewhere in there. My guess, I'm guessing. Oh, I see. He's just watching me. That's kind of creepy. It's kind of creepy that you say that, Homestead Oz. It's really that's creepy. Now I gotta feel like somebody's watching me. I feel like that anyway. I mean, if you know anything about electronics, like these things, these tablets and the phones, they're watching you and listening to you. I can give you a little experiment with your cell phone that you can do yourself if you have all this, all the normal things enabled. Your phone is listening to you. You set your phone on a desk and have a conversation about the most random product you can think of, something you've never talked before, and give it about 20-30 minutes. You'll start seeing ads for that product on your Facebook, on your YouTube videos. You'll see ads all over your phone for that particular product. So yeah, your phone is listening to you, and I've proved this so many times having just random conversations with other people around their phones, because my phone is blocked from doing such things. And that's a video for another time. Full of Hope is in the house, and it's midnight where she is and can't stay long. Thank you for showing up and saying hi anyway. Appreciate that. Siri is Iris backwards. Yeah, you are right. You are right. I wonder what Samsung is backwards. Maybe I probably just shouldn't have asked that question, because some bad thoughts just popped in my head that I am not going to repeat when I ask that question. So yeah, Samsung is what is it, South Korean company, I believe, yeah. I think so, anyway. And there's reasons why I like Samsung over Apple. It's just because of the options it has. Apple has always been a very limited platform for options. I like Windows and Android are my go-to. but I also am really good with electronics, so that's why I like Windows and Android, because from what I understand, Apple products are a lot simpler to use for most people. So, yeah. Jacob A., please don't talk about democracy. It's the worst form of government that was ever been invented, was democracy. In a democracy, 51% of the people can tell 49% of the people how to live their life. The United States was founded as a constitutional republic, meaning that 99% of the people cannot tell one person how to live their life. Not one. Because under a constitutional republic, we go by the Constitution as the law in stone. And by adding all this other crap to it and turning this country into a democracy, we have completely screwed up the entire government. So no, please don't say democracy bad. Democracy is like one step under communism, in my personal opinion. So yeah, no democracy over here. There's only allowed to be democracy in my house, where 1% of me can make the decision for the rest of the 99% of my house. That's how democracy works in my house. No, you don't get a vote either. Nope, nobody gets a vote in my house. Janice, I already did it. You're going to have to scroll back. I can't do it twice. Twice is like my limit there. Yeah. I haven't been bribed enough to do it. I was bribed enough to do it once. I haven't been bribed enough to do it twice. And I can only say the first two words anyway. The only two words I really, can do. And that's only because I watched Crocodile Dundee so many times. Demo means protest in old languages. Now that I did not know. I wonder why demo means protest. I'm going to have to look that up. Not right now, though, because my keyboard's loud and all this clicky stuff all over it wouldn't be good. Wow, we've been on here for over an hour already. It says 61 minutes. Let me see. I got 98 and I got 82 thumbs up and I got 3 thumbs down. It must have been from the accent. I got 3 thumbs down from the accent. That's what I'm going to say it was from. I don't think I really get thumbs down in my videos. So, yeah, thank you for the thumbs down. I appreciate that. What you don't realize is that the thumbs up and the thumbs down are basically the same on the algorithm. It really is. The computer doesn't differentiate between them, and the computer doesn't care if it's a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It's still going to broadcast it. Have you ever seen videos pop up on your feed that have more thumbs down than thumbs up, yet it's still being recommended to you by YouTube? Demonstration. See, that makes more sense now. Democratic, get it. The autocrats are, yeah, I get it. Democratic, demo, yeah, I get it. It was a joke. It went right over the hat. Right over the hat. Does anybody ever watch, what is it, Jeff Dunham, where that little peanut character, little purple guy goes, and it goes right over his head, when he's doing his vulgar kind of things that they do. I like Jeff Dunham. I think he's funny, but yeah. Uh-oh. Now, Homestead Oz is having to tell Hoot that they're married. Man, Hoot, you're always talking about people being married. Uh-oh. I got a super chat. Prepper Tribe. Keep on keeping on, man. Hope your channel never stops growing. Well, I thank you for that, and I hope for the same thing. Well, I got to tell you, today, them subscriber count's been going like this, up and down all day long. But thank you very much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Freedom for Us. Oh, search channel videos. I like that name, though. Freedom for Us. I really do like that. That's a good name. I'm scrolling up to see if I missed anything. Alaska Prepper. Big Brother soliciting people to send him emails. Let's see. What else? Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations on the success of my channel. Yep. I'm surprised. I remember, what was it? This time last year, I had like 200 subscribers. And I never thought I would get more than 200. I was surprised to have 200 subscribers, to be quite honest with you. I don't know why you people keep listening to me. I don't know nothing. I'm just running my mouth. Why are you listening? I don't know nothing. So, yeah. Oh, look at that. I got 5 thumbs down now. And my thumbs up are going down, and my thumbs down are going up. How'd that happen? Is Victor in here? Victor must be in here. Yeah, Tracy, that is correct. See, that's the same thing. If you are mumbling words to a song, it'll start recommending the song to you. You should tell your daughter to start mumbling Amazing Grace. See what happens. Oh, yeah, that's a show kind of comment right there. Dave L. Freedom. Yep, right out of Braveheart, too. Right, if you've seen the movie. Mel Gibson. I thought it was a good movie. I liked the movie. I like the old war movies. Saving Private Ryan, the opening scene of that was an impressive movie in my opinion, especially the opening scene. But yeah. Joyce, you don't got to be brave to start a channel. You really don't. All you got to do is turn your phone sideways, look at the little dot that's on one side of it, and start doing this. That's all it takes. Oh, well, then you got to upload things. But yeah, I mean, I've never been a public speaker, to be honest with you. I never was much for public speaking, and it's a lot easier to do it when the only person looking back at you is yourself. So yeah, it's a lot easier that way. I don't know how well I would do with a crowd of people out in front of me, but you know, this is just second nature to me now. I can just yap to this thing all day. It's really just become second nature. It really has. I mean, I feel like something's missing if I go a day without recording a video. I really do. Yep, conviction to start the channel. Yeah. If you feel that you should do it, you should definitely do it. I would definitely encourage you. Let me know when you do. I will give you a shout out. I really will. I think my family name is descended from Germany, to be honest with you. I think my family name is, but I have never done any of those, Ancestry.com, anything like that to know what's all in me. I know my great-grandmother on my dad's side was 100% Indian or Native American from the Miami tribe. It's pronounced Miami, I believe, and that tribe is actually from the Midwestern area of the United States. But she was 100%, and she looked it too. And yeah, that woman had a temper. Let me tell you, she would chase you with a book and beat you over the head with it. She had a temper. Yeah, I'll tell you a story. Is one day that old woman, my great-grandmother, had a big old boomstick, and some guy had escaped. Apparently they had lived near a psychiatric hospital, and apparently somebody who was not clothed at all, completely not clothed at all, had broken out and got up on my great-grandmother's porch, and she came out there with that boomstick, and she used it. And it was, what was it, bird shot in his butt is what happened. And he didn't get very far after that, and they picked him back up. So these are the stories from my family right there. Yeah, welcome to the redneck tribe over here. But yeah, maybe one day I'll do the ancestry thing and just see what all I have in me, because I'm sure it's pretty spread out. I'm sure, just knowing my family, there's probably some more of my family in there, if you know what I mean. Just saying, because yeah. I'm not going to repeat that, Homestead Oz, but thank you for that comment. That is a good comment. Yep. Well, I got to ask what was in the pipe, though. I got to ask. I hope it's nothing too bad. But you got to ask those kinds of things nowadays, don't you? Oh, we're gonna have Roman candle fights and play with no, we're not doing that. Well, not in here anyway. Maybe I'll do a live stream outside next time I have something that explodes to show you. That'll be fun. Yeah, I like blowing things up. I do. I really do. If you get those, what are those little targets you can hit, and what is that chemical? It's a mixed chemical. You mix the chemical in this little container, and then you can pop it off, and it goes boom. I forget what it's called. I really do. But those things are fun. I like those things. Homegrown tobacco. That's, homegrown tobacco or natural organic tobacco has a lot of medicinal properties to it. A lot of medicinal properties to it. It actually wasn't too bad for you back before companies nowadays put all those additives and things into that stuff. But and now there's all the propaganda that goes against them so that they can increase the taxes on that stuff too. Hey, Pinball Preparedness is in the house. He finally found me. Yeah, I had been lost. I made some comments on your videos. I did. I seen that one where you said something was getting grim, and I had to make that post on there. Thank you for showing up, Pinball. I do like watching your videos. If you guys haven't checked out Pinball Preparedness yet, you should definitely do it. I was watching that Applejack video you made the other day. I really was. So yeah, that was a good video. I was considering trying that out personally. I really was, because that looked good in my opinion. I'm a whiskey kind of guy, but that looked good. So yeah, I'm going to consider that. I've never made any kind of homemade adult beverages, but I am definitely thinking about it. I tried it once, to be honest with you. I tried it with a hard apple. I tried to make hard apple cider, and it was the driest thing I ever had. So yeah. Yep, I've started doing it. It was about, what is it, as soon as I could go live. It was 3 weeks ago now? 3 weeks ago, I do Survival Sundays every Sunday starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. But, yep, Southern Boy Prepper in the house also. Awesome. We got 93 people, 98 likes, and 5 dislikes. I still say thank you for the dislikes just as much as the likes. I appreciate all of them. They all work out well for me. They really do. But yeah, we got everybody in the house now. Southern Boy Prepper, Pinball showed up. I think Alaska Prepper was lurking around here a little bit ago. He might still be here. John from Prepper Nation's in the house, or was in the house. He's still trying to challenge me for this hat challenge we're having on Tuesday. You know, I started this video talking about how we were going to survive the upcoming forced shot they're going to try to give us, but now we've been talking about the most random things, trying to bribe me to do Australian accents and all this other just crazy stuff that has happened in this live stream tonight. I just wouldn't believe. There he is, Big Brother, still in the house. Yeah, it has been a really random live stream. Will not comply. Nope, I will not comply. Yeah, send me an email. The email's in the description down there. I made the I will not comply t-shirt. I did it last night. I posted it today. That link's in there also. Check it out just to see it. You know, you don't got to buy it, but just to see it. I made that image because I will not comply. I will not do it. I would show it to you if I had it on my computer, which I don't think I do, or my tablet. My tablet's not linked to anything else except for maybe one of my emails. Maybe one of my, I'm going to try to show it to you because I think I actually have the email I sent it out on in this tablet. Maybe, just maybe. I found it. I do. So there you go. I made the t-shirt. I made the image itself. There it is. I will not comply. And that's my Teespring account. Actually, somebody asked me to put it on some stickers earlier, so I put it on a couple of different stickers. I put it on a coffee mug. Yeah, I put that image on a lot of things. And I put it together last night. I used a Corel Paint Shop Pro for that. I really don't like using Photoshop, so I use Paint Shop Pro. Photoshop's, I prefer more professional grade programs. So I'm not really good with making images, but I can do enough. So yeah. But yeah, I will not comply. I will not comply. But there is a law on the books saying that we have to. It's from the polio vaccine back in the day, where somebody said something and did something saying that we have to comply. Now, there was a disturbing comment in one of my videos this morning. I believe it was the I will not comply video, where someone had taken their child to a pediatrician and told them because of religious beliefs they don't want the vaccine they were trying to give to their child, and apparently the medical professional forced it on them, saying that it does not apply. And that's not good. That's not good at all. That's definitely no. Nope, not my kids. And we'd be fighting in the doctor's office. That's what I tell you. We'd be fighting. Because you ain't sticking no needle in nobody I know. No, over my dead body. Not happening. Let's see. I'm seeing more comments posted. Oh, there they go. It's a little bit laggy from here to here. That's good. Everybody, not just in the United States, but everybody all over the world needs to come together and stand up for freedom. Because I know in Australia they are very limited on freedom. I have seen the videos. I've seen the news broadcasts. They can't even post. I mean, Homestead Oz isn't allowed to say certain things on their channel because they could be arrested for it. I've seen pregnant women get arrested in Australia. This was on a news service called Rebel News. I seen a pregnant woman get arrested in Australia because she made a post on Facebook about something that she didn't even attend. It was a mask protest, I believe. She didn't even attend it, but she had posted it on her Facebook, and they came and arrested her at her home for that. So the freedom levels in Australia have gone way down, and we as a people, as a planet, we need to stand up together and say we have had enough. It is that time. We are there. Yep, Alaska Prepper, it's going to take a revolution in order for us to regain our national rights, or natural rights, he says. Yeah, sorry, words, I'll learn words one day. But yes, I believe that's where we're at as a nation, that it is going to take a very drastic measure to get us back together and back to where we were and where we should be. United we stand. Exactly. Exactly. But unfortunately, they have done a very good job of dividing and conquering us. They have done a brilliant job of it. They started at the school level with the indoctrination centers that are also known as public schools, and they have done a brilliant job of it. I mean, they've had plenty of practice, so you got to give them credit for how good of a job they've done there. You got left wing, right wing, you got BLM, Antifa, and everybody in between that go to, we need to come together as a nation and as a planet and just put a stop to it. Unfortunately, they are very good at preventing us from doing that. They're very good at it. So, Choo Choo Rooter Bean. That's an interesting name. What y'all gonna do when they knock on your door and say, hand them over? I'm gonna give them the little things that come out of the front first. I'm going to give them all the little things first that come right out of the front of that thing they want me to hand over. That's what I'm going to do. That's what and you know, there's several of them that have been lost in that boating accident that everybody keeps talking about. We were all in the same boat. That's what they say when they come door to door. We were all in the same boat. It was a big yacht. We were partying and it went down and took all the boomsticks with it. So yeah, that's what happened. See, there's another one. They were on the boat too. Everybody's on the same boat. I'm telling you. Yeah. We were all together on the boat. Yep. I was on that boat. You were on that boat. Yep, there is a well-armed school of fish, Jacob A. says. That's a good one. There really is a well-armed school of fish somewhere. Jonah and the whale that comes to mind. The whale's just holding them for us until we need them again, right? Fell in a swamp. Yeah, mine went down the drain. Yeah. This live stream has gotten so random. I don't know how this happens. I mean, I start out talking and I have a topic and it just goes right out the window. So, yeah, I have no clue how that happens. You found some in boating accidents. Well, I wouldn't tell them because they want those too. They really do. So, yeah. Southern Boy Prepper. I don't know if I should read this because it starts out with I told my wife. So I told my wife not to bring all the sticks with us when we went to alligator hunting in Louisiana swamp. Yeah, see, it's your wife's fault. I'll blame my wife too. That's a good idea. I don't know. My wife put them somewhere and I can't find them. That's what I got to say. Yep, you just keep having boating accidents. I will tell you, I won't show it to you on this live stream, but I'll tell you that I went and got one of those Polymer 80 kits. It's a Polymer 80 kit. It comes with the jig. It comes with the drill bits. All you needed was a drill press, which I got from Harbor Freight for like $50. A little desktop, tabletop drill press. And I got this kit from Polymer 80, and I constructed a lower out of it. Pinball preparedness. The law violates the 14th Amendment. I agree. But the government violates pretty much every amendment every time they have a chance to do so. Does anybody remember the gun grab? I just said the word I wasn't supposed to say. From Hurricane Katrina, when they grabbed all the boomsticks from there. Hurricane Katrina, they were going door to door disarming people. It was completely unconstitutional and illegal, but it didn't stop them. Joyce, that's good. Now, I haven't never seen a real thorough test of it, like a real thorough test. So I don't consider it because it's made of polymer. But I mean, they've been making, you know, the little ones out of polymer for since the 1980s. So I don't see it would have too much of a problem. I really don't see it being too much of a problem with it being polymer, but I see it more as a tool to get one that's better than the one I constructed. That's what I see it as, to be quite honest with you. All right, where am I at? I'm already at 78 minutes here. I'm going to take some questions here for about the next 5-10 minutes and probably give it about another 10 minutes, and then I'm going to have to call it because I do have things to do this evening. I believe I'm having roast beef and potatoes for dinner. It's a roast beef sandwich with some au jus sauce. Au jus, I think it's sauce, gravy, whatever it is. I don't know. And that's what's for dinner. With some of this bread that I was showing you guys earlier, I'll show it again just because it's here. Sorry for the noise. But yeah, some of this bread, I'm having sandwiches on this. It's kind of small for sandwiches, but I'll have more than one because I'm hungry. So yeah. Des Moines, Iowa is having the show for the Sticks January 1st through the 3rd in next year. That's very surprising to hear because as far as I knew, all the ones in my state got canceled. We used to have, I don't know, one every other month at least in this state, and I haven't seen any this year, so yeah. Bible preppers, Kitty Webb. I hope you are Bible preppers. This is mine right here. This is the scriptures. This is my favorite one. Under the scriptures, my secondary reference is my King James version. It's right there. So yeah, I definitely stick to it. I'm Torah observant. Torah observant. I'm trying to learn as much as I can about Torah, reading the first 5 books, and just yeah. Yeah. Alaska Prepper is going to call it, and he had to do it. Have a great evening, ladies and gentlemen. God bless. Thank you, AP, Big Brother. I'll see you next time. I like that when he does the ladies and gentlemen things. I don't know why anybody would complain about him saying certain words like that. Anybody see TJ Preps the other day where they were just going off on her for the mag versus clip comment? I mean, what kind of just... People need to just go read their Bible and rethink their lives to be having that much of an issue with something like that. Hey, look, Darkest Fire's in the house. I know who that is. Does anybody else know who that is? Some of you might actually know. So I will just leave it there and see if anybody else knows. I will. Anyway, like I said, I'll give it about another 10 minutes here. So if anybody has any questions you would like me to answer or any topics you would like me to spout off about, because I'll say anything. I will, as I proved. I mean, this is going to be really fun on Tuesday when John and Prepper Nation get over here. We're going to take questions. We're just going to take questions. We are. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm going to do it right here. I got a clip. I got a clip in my hand, y'all. This is my clip. See how y'all like that? That's my clip. I will stand with TJ Preps. Doesn't matter what you call the stupid thing as long as it works. You call it a Bob for all you want. French dip, Tracy. Yeah, I'm going to have French dip sandwiches. That's what I was trying to think of. Growing and eating sprouts. I've heard a lot about growing and eating sprouts. I know you can grow the sprouts like on inside of your house, on your kitchen window frame, things like that. They're actually supposed to be really healthy for you to grow the sprouts, and it would be a good way to go if you have a lot of big windows in your house or even the smaller windows you have. But you can keep them in your house, keep them temperature controlled. I'm not sure exactly right offhand what sprouts to grow. Peggy, yeah, grow them in a jar. Definitely grow them in a jar. You could grow them in a 5-gallon bucket. I would suggest a smaller bucket because they're just sprouts. But yep, I would definitely recommend the sprouts. Bone broth. Bone broth is a good one. Yeah, we bought what was it, chicken bone broth last time I was at Costco. We got like, I don't know, what was it, a 1/2-gallon jug or something like that. And yeah, supposedly it lasts quite a long time too. Bone broth will last a long time. All right, so I have something here on my other screen I want to read to you really quick. This comes from newscientist.com. It's an article about bone stem cells turned into primitive, I'm not going to say the word, it's reproductive cells that usually come from a man, if you get the meaning. And it says there's a technique now to enable women to have a biological child with 2 mothers, no father. Their offspring would always be a daughter because the male seed, the male seed can be taken from bone marrow, and it will always have the X chromosome instead of a Y. That is an article that was sent to me. Can anybody believe that? because I made them send me the article because they were telling me and I didn't believe it. I was like, that's not true. That can't be true. And there it is. It comes from www.newsscience.com. It's article DN11601. Bone stem cell turned into primitive male seed cells. The actual word that they use, it starts with an S. So, yeah, you get it. Yes, I am in Indiana currently. I'm not sure how long I'll be in Indiana. I need another job or my job back. We were thinking about moving to Arkansas. We are still considering it. We really are. Yep, I would not. Prepared Texas has read an article indicating that CV is causing infertility. There are a lot of chemicals in our food, especially in processed foods and fast foods, that does that exact same thing. And I say this all the time. Go to Leviticus 11 and look at the dietary laws that are in Leviticus 11, because it is actually proven that following the biblical diet can help your fertility, especially in women. It's scientifically proven. It really is. So, yeah. Yep, not so remote Alaska. They are playing God. Yes, I've heard of them cloning people. I really have. Yes, Darkest Fire says that we are not supposed to mess with the seed God gave us. And that includes the seeds that go in the ground and the seeds that come out of your body. You're not supposed to mess with them, but people have been doing it like crazy. Yes, there are several reports I've heard of them actually cloning humans in other countries. I've heard of this. I don't know how true it is, but I've heard it. And it's not right. It's just not. Hey, look, TJ Preps is in the house. Has anybody went and checked out TJ Preps? TJ Preps, I was just talking about you. I want to show you something, TJ. I gotta get it out of here without showing everything. But look, TJ, I got myself a clip right there. It's a clip. I got it. If anybody don't like the fact that it's a clip, you know where you can just go with that stupidity. Doesn't matter what you call it. It only matters that it works. Keep them cleaned. So yeah, I'll say it 3 or 4 more times. I stand with you, TJ. You call it whatever you want. Yeah, that was I seen some of that stuff they were saying. That stuff was just stupid. You got 4 of them on you. Darkest Fire has 4 of them there clips. I got 1 there. I got 1 in the little backpack. I got 2 in the big backpack. I think I only got the 4 with me too. I need more. I need more of them. Yeah, that's not enough. That's definitely not enough. I need more. Thank you. You should check out my You Might Be a Prepper videos. I have 2 You Might Be a Prepper videos, and Tuesday morning I'm going to have a 3rd one come online. I have been editing it today and doing the recording, so I will have a 3rd You Might Be a Prepper video series, I guess you could call it. Yep, and I did use a couple clips from some channels on there already. I did. I'm not going to spoil it, but you'll see it when you see it, so yeah. So, Trusting God First says, all my clips are now known as TJs. That's awesome. That's just awesome. Yeah, your ears must have been ringing, because I was just talking about you. I really was. I was talking about all that BS that they were doing to you over there. That was just crazy. People need to go read their Bible and rethink their life. That was crazy. Hey, Pinball, definitely send me that email when you can. I will be watching for it. That email comes to my phone, which is muted right now, so I don't know if I've gotten one yet. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, I got just a couple more minutes. Any last-minute questions you guys want to throw at me, I will be happy to answer them, and then I do have to go. Already been on here 88 minutes, almost an hour and a half. Yeah. I have seen that trailer for Songbird. It is disturbing. It is disturbing. I intend to watch the movie, too, because, yeah, I intend to. But yeah, it was disturbing, and I can see how that could become a reality. I really can see how that can become a reality. So yeah. Pinball Preparedness just gave me a super chat. Here's a donation for the body armor. Thank you, Pinball. I definitely have, the more I talk on here, the more I feel like I should have body armor. So thank you, Pinball. I will put that in a body armor savings account. I really will. If anybody has any suggestions on where to get it, I follow AR 500 Armor, I believe it is. I follow them a lot. I've heard a lot about them, so yeah, Songbird trailer link right there. Thank you, North Shore Preparedness, for posting that. You should definitely check that out, because I can see how that can become a reality. And I will watch that movie just so I can, talk about it more. But, yeah. Watch To the Lake on Netflix. I deleted my Netflix account. I deleted it after, what was that one they were posting with the little kids acting like, well, I'm not going to say the S word, but it starts with an S and ends with a T. And there were a bunch of little kids doing that. I didn't see it, but I seen the trailer, and a lot of people were telling me about it, so I watched it. Yeah, I deleted Netflix. It's gone. I still got my Disney Plus account because I watched Star Wars, Mandalorian. I watched that show. So, yeah. Anybody got any questions they want me to send? Well, you can just show up here Tuesday, ask your questions in the chat. It's going to be the better way to go. I got a couple questions wrote down that I got to ask, but, once we get it rolling, yep, we're going to have a lot of interesting questions, I think, that night. I mean, if that goes anywhere near as random as this one has been, it's going to be crazy. Maybe, yep, you deleted your Netflix for the same reason. That is a good reason to delete it. Yeah. My biblical thoughts on eating swine is don't do it. It says it in the Bible not to eat pig. It says it. If it doesn't have a 4-chambered stomach, completely split hoof, and chews the cud, you should not eat it. And that's my stance on that, and I will stick to it. Prepper Tribe, have a great night. Hey, thank you, and you have a great night also. Demo Ranch is a lot of fun. He really is, and he does have the Bunker Branding Company. He owns the Bunker Branding Company. Thank you, Darkest Fire, for the $10 super chat. I really appreciate that. Hey, look, what is that? Is that like a pear? It's a pear, or is it a peach? No, I've never seen a blue pear. It looks like a piece of fruit. That's weird. Thank you for the super chat, though. I appreciate it. Choo Choo Rooster Bean. You love your bacon. Try beef bacon. It's way better than pork. Way better than pork. Turkey bacon, not quite as good as pork, but I'd eat that anyway. But, I mean, would you rather eat bacon or go to hell? I mean, for 1 minute of pleasure, for endless points of torment. Leviticus chapter 11 is where you'll find the dietary requirements of Torah and in the Bible. Is Leviticus 11. It is in what is considered by most translations to be the Old Testament. It's not. That's not what it's actually called. And there's a lot of, I got notes, there's a lot of things in the dietary laws that say these are everlasting covenants, everlasting, to keep it forever. It didn't say until, it said forever. So anybody who points out the little things they like to take out of context in the end of the book, where they say that, the Messiah, Yeshua, also known as Jesus, said this one thing, and they put those little brackets around it and said, and this means this. They lied to you. They lied. That's my opinion. That is completely my opinion. Do your own research. Read those books and those chapters in context. That's not what he was talking about. Not even close to what he was talking about. He spoke in parables. And the people who tried to translate that and put it in those stupid little brackets and said, this is what he means, didn't understand parables. So there's my stance on that. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a night now. I've been on here 92 minutes. We pushed it just past an hour and a half. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Thank you for the super chats. I really do appreciate those. I really, really do. Oh, I got to read this. JD Israel, Isaiah 66 and 17. That they sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the garden behind one tree's midst, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together. Yeah, abomination. I agree with abomination. You just shouldn't do it. If you look at the health, the detrimental things that happen to your health from eating pork, just look at it from a scientific standpoint, how detrimental it is to your body and your health, and take it from that. If that's what you need, if that's what you need to do to convince yourself, it is horrible for your health. Horrible. I mean, it causes diseases. Take a can of soda and a pork chop and pour the can of soda on the pork chop and watch for the little worms to come out of it. All right, like I said, I'm going to stop talking here about bacon. Bacon's just, ugh. I used to eat bacon. I really did. I won't do it no more. I won't. So, yeah. So, anyway, I am going to call it. You guys have a really good night. Thank you for showing. Don't forget to check me out Tuesday when I have John from Prepared Nation on the channel at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and I hope to see you all then. And this has been James with Grim Survival, and I'll see you next time.